Hi, I'm Ken Schaefer. I'm a clinical sexuality coach. I specialize in men's sexual health. And this is my story and how I ended up going down this path. Now, about 12 years ago, when I was 48, I got erectile dysfunction. I had a doctor who sent me to specialists. The specialists ran tests. They told me I was fine. The tests were perfect. And they sent me on my way with Viagra and Cialis. A few years later, the Viagra and Cialis stopped working, and uh, that started the whole process over again, except this time I educated myself. I looked at the test results. They looked sketchy to me. I looked at the research, and yes, my hormone levels were at unhealthy levels. I looked at my old results. They were virtually identical, so this had been an ongoing problem for over 10 years. My new doctors gave me the same song and dance. They told me my hormone levels are fine. I was perfectly healthy. And I knew that they were wrong. So I fired them and began to search for a doctor who would address the underlying causes of my ED and address my unhealthy hormone levels. Well, this turned out to be a very difficult task. I ended up at a men's health clinic. They were a step up, but they still weren't offering me all that much more than my previous doctors had offered me. Well, long story short, I discovered Dr. Rachel Ross on YouTube. She was confirming all the things that I had discovered in my research, and she was also talking about the underlying causes of ED and how to address those underlying causes. Well, as luck would have it, she started doing her weekend intensives about that time. I was able to join in on the first weekend intensive. I learned a lot. And at the end of the weekend intensive, she offered me the chance to continue working with her as my doctor. And I jumped at that opportunity. I knew that if anyone was going to get me results, it was Dr. Rachel Ross. Well, the results were dramatic. I became much healthier. All I can say is that, Dr. Rachel literally changed my life. And I decided that I wanted to help men who had suffered through what I had suffered, because there clearly is a problem, a systemic problem with the medical community and how they treat ED. So I trained with Dr. Rachel to become a clinical sexuality coach, and she has mentored me on how to help men with ED. If my story sounds familiar to you, if you're experiencing similar problems, I hope you'll reach out and let me help you. So until the next video, thank you for watching, and goodbye.